Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the next edition of the Emerson Lottery Virtual Knife Show. I've got my little grandson Lorenzo here. He's going to try and help out a little bit today. And you may be asking yourself, why is he wearing dark glasses? Well, it isn't because somebody gave me a black eye. It's because we have sunglasses. Really, really nice tactical glasses.
Run over there to your mom, buddy.
And we have several different varieties. It's one of our newest product lines. They've got a little tiny embossed skull on some of the models. We have a Afghan tan, we have black, we have smoke lenses, we have dark lenses. They're polarized. They are fully certified safety glasses and can be used for ballistic applications and all of that. So I wanted to just make that announcement. This is the box. You'll see them in on the shelves, or if you order one. And the other announcement I want to make is also I'm going to be doing a second run of the Patriot, the George Washington Patriot knives, and I'm going to be cutting up the wood and everything this coming up the next couple weeks. But it's going to take about a month or two before I actually get them done, because the wood has to be processed and stabilized and all that good stuff. Because right now it's just chunks of that 350-year-old Virginia oak that we have. But those are really, really nice knives, and they come with a real live bit of history to them. So keep your eyes open for that when it comes out. Another announcement I want to make also is our phones are open. So if your name gets called and you want to call in right now and give the information to the secretaries, they will be available. It's not going to be available all afternoon. It'll be available during the time of the lottery and maybe 5 minutes afterwards, because I apologize, this is during the World Cup finals. We're huge soccer fans, and we'd like to be watching it too, so I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as I can. The other thing that I want to say is, you may have noticed that I had to pull several knives out of the auction area. As you might surmise, the super customs, as we call them, require a lot more work than a regular custom knife, because I can bead blast the custom knives, and basically that's the finish. On the super customs, they have to be hand sanded to a 2000 grit sandpaper, buffed, bolsters have to be buffed. There was just no way on earth that I could get them done. If I had tried to do all of them, we wouldn't have any knives here at all, because I literally finished up these knives yesterday, which was Saturday. So I've got the black knives done, exception being the CQC5, which I muffed the handles on that, so that'll be up at a later auction site. But all of the custom knives are here for the lottery, and really, the question is really, what was I thinking? Because to do a show this big directly after the blade show for a knife maker is quite an endeavor, since they're all done by hand. I only have so many hands and so many feet and so many hours in a day. So if you're one of the guys who wanted one of those super custom knives with the pearl and all that we had to pull, I apologize, but I could not make it happen. They will show up maybe at the Christmas black and white show that we're going to do. So without any further ado, I think I've announced everything and let you know what's going on. The knives are $700 a piece, with the exception of the supers, which are $800 a piece, and the Ubers will be $1,000 a piece. So just be aware of that. When you call in, we'll have all the prices for you and all that. At this time, let's start up the lottery, and we'll start drawing names and knives. Now, for those of you who might not know, in order to make this completely fair for everyone, even though you might want a 6 or you might want a CQC 8, you really don't get to choose, because you're not here with me. So basically we do the choosing for you. So what we do is we draw a knife name out of the box, and then we draw a person's name out of the other box. So if I draw a Gypsy Jack out, and I draw out Jack Jackson, then Jack Jackson gets to purchase the Gypsy Jack. If If I draw out a CQC 5 and I draw out Judy Williams, then Judy Williams gets to purchase the CQC 5 knife. And that's just the way it has to work. It's worked out for us really good in the past. So with saying all of that, let's get the lottery started. I need my daughters and my son to come out, give us a hand. So we'll get going. Now I've got 43 knives here today, and I've got a really, really good selection. CQC 5s, 6s, 7s, minis, and all the way to super. Horseman, CQC 8, CQC 11, CQC 13, Mini 15, Regular 15, CQC 45, Emerson Combat Systems Fighter, A100, Super A100, Bulldog, Gentleman Jim, Government Mule A, Government Mule B, Tiger, Beast Roadhouse, the Roadhouse Beast, what a knife that is, Super Roadhouse, Roadhouse, Mini Roadhouse, Commander, Super Commander, Uber Commander, Mach 1, real rare knife. El Bandito, cooler than cool. Tonto, the Zealot. And somebody's going to look out today because this is a prototype Zealot blade that I ground when I was getting ready for the blade show. So this knife will be a real special one. As some of you know, my prototype knives go for quite a bit of money on the secondary market. Journeyman. Patriot, Panzer, ETAC, one of my favorites, the Hatim, the Soiree, the Gypsy Jack, the Persian, the Ozic Marut, the Conjurer, the knife designed by my son Lucas, and the Half-Mate. So look, with all of those knives here, there's something for everyone. So let's get this going. So what we'll do is, where's the, okay. Megan, do you want to draw the name out?
Sure.
Of the knife?
Sure.
This is the box that has the knife names in it, so we'll draw the name of the knife out first, and then Lucas, you draw the name of the winner of that knife. Okay? And the first knife drawn is the Mini Roadhouse, which goes to Mario Naval, N-A-V-A-L, member 679, Mario Naval. Put this right here. Megan, go ahead. And that was the Mini Roadhouse.
El Bandito.
El Bandito. And the winner of the El Bandito is Ryan Crombie, number 842, Ryan Crombie. The Bulldog. Megan just whispered my favorite, and she's actually been, well, her and Randy have been telling me, think Super Bulldog. Think Super Bulldog. So I'm thinking about a Super Bulldog, which would make it about the size of CQC 8, which would be a very cool knife. And the person who gets to get the Bulldog is Christopher Chelko, C-H-E-L-K-O, number 1234. Aha. The knife that has probably been more places in danger than any other knife, probably outside of the Marine Corps K-Bar, which is the CQC 7. And somebody's going to get a chance to buy that CQC 7 right now. John Yeffel, G-E-F-A-E-L-L, number 911. Next up is the Gentleman Jim. And the person who gets to get that knife is Philip Acevedo, number 89. A-S-E-B-E-D-O. Philip Acevedo, Gentleman Jim. CQC 13. My version of the Bowie folder. American Standard. And that person is Joseph Higham. Higham, number 1226. Government Mule B. Now, as some of you may know, we have an A blade and a B blade. The B blade always means the Tonto / chisel grind, and the A blade means a conventional V grind. This is for the Government Mule B, which is it's just a really good knife. I mean, I named it the Government Mule because when you pick it up, it's hell for stout. That's all I can say. And the person chosen for the Government Mule B is Jason Crow, C-R-O-W, number 871, Government Mule B. The Journeyman. Another very strong knife, one of my knives that I think best epitomizes just a straight ahead, forward working knife. It's being used by a lot of different guys in the field right now. I don't have to go into all the details on that. Most of you know who they are. The Journeyman goes to Bob Probert, P-R-O-B-E-R-T, number 1227. Next one up is the knife designed by my son Lucas. And it's a good knife too. I hope he has a few more designs tucked away inside there. A really good defensive knife, utility knife, etc. Who Gets the Conjurer? Drawn by Lucas, designed by Lucas. Sliz Zadislaw, number 707, Z-D-Z-I-S-L-A-W. Is he an Ireland? I think he was from Ireland, I'm not sure. Next one up, the Patriot. Again, really, really clean design. Bowie type blade, slight recurve, excellent hunting knife, excellent utility knife, excellent defensive knife. Patriot goes to Don Deckard, number 14. Hello, Don. Don is kind of a patron, I guess, if you want to call it that, for me as a custom knife maker. Everybody who does anything that has to do with people that collect their work, whether it's art or knives or things that you build, it's always important that you have people that like your stuff enough to buy it and collect it over the years. And Don Deckard has been one of those guys who he has a substantial number of Emerson knives from A to Z, so to speak. And Don, you got a Patriot now. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the years of loyal patronage. I really appreciate it. The Hatim, another really strong knife. Super, super fighting knife. Goes to Daniel Flores, F-L-O-R-E-S, number 1068, the Hatim. The Emerson Tonto. Excellent knife. A lot of people's favorite knife, actually. Goes to Brian Sakamoto, S-A-K-A-M-O-T-O, number 694. Brian Sakamoto, you are going to get a Tonto. The Government Mule A, which is the V-grind version of the Government Mule. Government Mule A goes to Dwayne Young, Y-O-U-N-G, number 1012, 1012, Government Mule A. Mach 1. Knife that I designed right after the Commander. I think it kind of got lost in the shadow of the Commander because the Commander rocketed so high, so fast. So the Mach 1 is a very, very strong design. It's probably the best utility knife that I ever designed, actually. I still love it. Mach 1, those two. Christopher Osborne, O-S-B-U-R-N, 1114, 1114, the Mach 1. The Soiree, a knife good for any occasion. Graceful, elegant lines, curvaceous beauty. Who gets the Soiree? John Crombie, number 269. Thank you, John. John Crombie. Okay, next one up is CQC 15. CQC 15 goes to Barry Levy, L-E-V-Y, number 495. The CQC 15, for those of you that don't know, is a marriage of the Tonto front end and the Commander recurve on the cutting edge. Pretty good marriage, actually. Really strong knife. One of our best sellers in the production of our knife company. The half-mate. Who is the half-mate? Dave Sturtz, S-T-E-O-R-T-Z, 1156. And that is the half-mate. Real nice little pocket protector that will cut its way out at any point. Next one up, Azik Maru. Azik Maru. And who is going to get the Azik Maru? Philip Medeiros, M-E-D-E-R-O-S, 1006 is number. The Azik Maru. The Tiger. Really nice, aggressive design. Super fighter. The Tiger goes to Roy Madere, M-A-D-E-R-E, 1023. I just want to show you something. We have hundreds and hundreds of people who were in this lottery. This is one of our biggest lotteries so far. So we still got a few names to pull out. The Horseman, the Mini CQC 8. Jim Lentine, L-E-N-T-I-N-E, number 1238. Gets the Mini CQC 8, also known as the Horseman. Uh-oh, here we go. This is the big one, the Roadhouse Beast. Handle it if you dare. Roadhouse Beast is for Daniel Brown. Is that Dan Brown, the weather guy? Number 768. If this is the Dan Brown that I'm thinking of, Dan Brown was about this big and about that wide. His fingers are almost as big around as my wrist, and I couldn't think of another person that would be better for the Roadhouse Beast, because Dan, if it's the same Dan I'm thinking of, Dan's a beast too. He's a gentle giant, I'd say that. Thank goodness for that. Dan, Roadhouse Beast. E-Tac. One of my new favorites. Super aggressive, super ergonomic, either grip, forward, reverse, doesn't matter. Honestly, when you look at it, you go, how could that be comfortable? Then you pick it up and you realize it really is comfortable. And there's no question about how it feels and how secure it is in your hand. And it's got a what I call a trailing point tonto, which is a nice upsweep, really beautiful blade, super design. One of my favorites, really. E-Tac. Michael Lutton, Lutton, number 1203, the E-Tac. Uh-oh. Is this the first one of these we call? CQC6, the knife that put me on the map, I guess, and started the whole tactical knife genre, if you will. So, who gets the first CQC6? Cody Cardinal, Cardinale, number 968. Cody is the now going to be the owner of the CQC6. The Zealot, brand new design. This is the one that has the prototype blade. So someone's going to get a real gem in this one. Another really, really nice knife. Excellent in all directions. Good to go. It's called the Zealot. It's got a finger choil up front if you're cutting something that's delicate, so you can have your hand up there for control. You've got a good deep finger choil for the fingers if you ever have to stab at anything. Hope you don't have to, but just in case. Protect your hand from sliding forward. The Zealot. Scott Bryant, number 747. Bryant, the Zealot. Combat Systems Fighter. Great knife, Roadhouse handle, fighter blade with a nice gentle curve up top, clipped off at the point. Excellent knife, cuts, slices, stabs, whatever you would ever have to use it for, boom. Wherever that blade touches along that line, it's going to cut. It's a really, really good knife. It's the official knife of Emerson Combat Systems. There's a reason that I made it official knife. I feel that strongly about it as a fighting knife. It's a great design. Who's the lucky person for the Combat Systems fighter? Douglas Abbott, ABBOTT, number 1228. Super Commander. Super Commander was the knife that I designed for the Navy SEAL combat fighting unit, and became a standard knife through the years for many, many of the Navy SEAL teams, and also guys from Delta and a long list of other agencies across the board. The Super Commander was actually the original design, the original size that I developed. It was also the first knife that had the Emerson wave shape feature on it. And so it's a very, very famous knife. It's a very important knife if you're an Emerson collector. And somebody got the Super Commander. Let's find out who it is. John Gray, Gray, number 1249, the Super Commander. And next up is the Super Roadhouse. Just a badass design. I don't have to go into any more than that. We got the Super Roadhouse. Yaus Hachai. Yaus Hachai. I'm going to spell it. EUASHACHAI, number 1029. Dan. And you got the Super Roadhouse. The Persian. Another favorite knife of many, many people. That knife can tell you some stories also. Who's getting the Persian? Brando Vidrine, V-I-D-R-I-N-E, number 1201, with the Persian. The Gypsy Jack. Probably one of the most unusual knives I've ever designed, but completely functional. And I'll tell you what, you pull this out of your pocket, if the bad guy's trying to give you a hard time, just the looks of it alone will probably de-escalate that situation pretty quickly. The Gypsy Jack. Goes to Eddie Moore, M-O-O-R-E, number 1065. The A100, the very first tactical knife that I designed. And one of the things about the A100 is that some people don't know. So if you look at the CQC6, the CQC6 actually grew out of the A100 originally when I was working with the team guys that we were designing a knife for. And so the A100, as far as Ernest Emerson is concerned, was the first hard-use knife that I made. And it had just a real nice symmetrical design. I love symmetry. And that knife is the one that actually caught the eye of the SEAL Team 6 that eventually ended up having me design my CQC6 for them. But that was the knife that kind of started me in the tactical genre. So it's actually maybe not the father or grandfather, but it might have been the close uncle to the CQC6. Magdalena Huang, H-U-A-N-G, number 989. Up next is the other CQC6. We have two here today. One is gone. This is the second one. The CQC6 goes to Scott Big, B-I-G-G, number 870. Super CQC7, big brother to the CQC7. Super CQC7 goes to Andrew Hakes, H-A-K-E-S, number 713. The Uber Commander. Now I think Dan Brown already has an Uber Commander, or maybe the Jupiter Commander, I can't remember, but he didn't get this Uber Commander. This Uber Commander is going to go to somebody else, so let's find out who that is. Richard Delmont, number 406, D-E-L-M-O-N-T. Rick, a real close friend of ours. He's a local guy, a friend of our family. Rick, if you're watching, you got an Uber Commander. Thank you for everything you've done for us over the years. I really appreciate it. Great guy. Mini CQC7, and Rick is a big guy too, so that knife is fitting for him. Former Marine, so he knows what to do with it. Mini CQC7 goes to Taylor Gestwick, G-E-S-T-W-I-C-K, number 605. With a mini CQC7. the Mini CQC 15. Axel Gentner, Gentner, number 1056, the Mini CQC 15. Next one up is the Super A100, and that's just a bigger version of the A100. And the Super A100 is a knife that I made for Keith Richards with the Rolling Stone logo in the handle and all that. Just a cool knife. It's a really, really good big knife, and you're gonna like it. Super A100 goes to Peter Folger, number 683. Peter Folger. Now, before I get too close to the end, I do want to thank everybody who's helped me make this happen. Of course, I want to thank my son Lucas, my daughter Megan, my daughter Rachel, my wife Mary, who is probably manning the phones right now. Like I've said in the past, the Emerson Knives is not just Ernest Emerson. It's a family business. We started it in our garage in the house. The kids grew up in a knife factory, basically. And I just got to tell you, I had a really good job. I mean, a really, really good job. I had full benefits. I was making a lot of money. I had retirement and all that good stuff going on. Everything you could want as a professional. And I came home one day and I said to my wife, I said, Mary, I think I want to quit my job and make knives. And the reaction was, what? What? And I said, no, hon, I really do. And she was like, you better think this over. But what happened was, in the end, she agreed, and it was a leap of faith. But with that kind of faith behind me, there was no way that I could let her down, I could let my family down, I could let myself down. I had to make this happen. Everything that I had and owned, and everything about me was now on the line, and I put it all on the line to make these knives. And in the end, I also want to thank all of you who have made this possible, who have made my wife happy that that wasn't a mistake when I came home and asked her for it. Made it good for my family, good for our company, and in the end, I hope good for you. So anyway, I just want to make sure I tell everybody thank you for, again, allowing me to do the thing that I want to do as a job or as a living. And quite honestly, since the day, I've never worked harder in my life than I have here, but I've never considered it a job because I love it so much. And thank you all. The Roadhouse is the next knife. Lucas, go ahead and take that one out for us. Greg Hotakov, Hotakov, number 518. Next one up, the CQC8, another one of my original tactical designs, one that's literally been there, done that all over the world. CQC8 is right here. And who gets the CQC8? Brian Tom, T-O-M, number 846. Next one up is the CQC 45, knife that I designed to go with the 1911 pistol, made by my friend Les Bear. He still has pistols. He told me he's still got a lot of those on order, but he'll still make them for you if you want to get a match set Les Bear custom CQC 45 and Emerson CQC 45 knife to go, match serial numbers and the whole 9 yards. They're still available. Just contact Les Bear. knife here is a CPC 45. It goes to Daniel Spath, S-P-A-T-H, number 583. CQC 11, knife I designed for Blackwater when I was working with them. My good friend Gary over at Blackwater was operations manager, former SEAL, known for many, many years. Asked me to make a knife for him, so I designed the CQC 11. And there it is, CQC 11. In fact, it was such a popular knife, Blackwater decided they could sell knives based on how many of the CPC 7s they were selling, and so they decided to have their own knife company after that. CPC 11 was the first one. That's the one that they contacted me about designing for them. So that knife has been a lot of good places also. CPC 11. Jason Villon, V-E-I-L-L-O-N, number 1002. Next one up, CQC 5, the little brother to the CQC 6. One of my second most popular custom knives of all time. Goes to Timothy Kunstler. K-U-E-N-S-T-L-E-R. Timothy, we've known you for a while. You always show up at the shows. Football as well. Thank you very much for all your support over the years. Appreciate it a lot. The Panzer, another straight ahead knife. Super ergonomic, very utilitarian type of design. Panzer goes to Matthew Bruelman, B-R-U-E-H-L-M-A-N, number 1103, the Panzer. Is this the last one? Last one is the Commander. If you're an Emerson person, you know exactly what the Commander is. The Commander is a knife that I've put into the hands of people that have done incredible things, and over the years it's been just a great design. I think the Commander can't say enough about it. It's a super knife. You're going to enjoy it. And who gets the Commander? Joseph Hotakov, H-O-T-A-K-O-V, number 735, with the Commander. And that's the last one. Thank you all very much. I really appreciate you guys taking the time. Call in today if you can. We're going to be wrapping up here in about another 5 or 10 minutes. And but you can call in Monday with your information, price, shipping, payment, all of that good stuff. And again, thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who's participating in the auctions, which are still closing up. I appreciate all your time, appreciate your support, and we'll do this again at Christmas time. Thank you all. Bye-bye.